Well, we shopped around for a judge, and here's the one we found. His name is Andy, and he loves to laugh. Good morning to you, Andrew.
Oh, God, good morning. It's very interesting that he said that, because it is odd that these cases all keep emanating in one of the 15 states.
Not a coincidence, though. They know they're going to be successful.
So they know they are likely to be successful at the trial court, and they are very, very confident they'll be successful at the appeals court. But we do have a full Supreme Court eventually to hear these things.
How big a deal is this?
I don't think it's that big a deal, because what happened is when Attorney General Sessions and Secretary Kelly said to San Francisco County and Santa Clara County, you have people in your jails. Can you hold them another 42 hours until ICE can get there? And these two counties said, no, we're not spending money for you, and you can pick these people up off the streets. And then Sessions and Kelly said, we're going to hold back funds that come to you. When the Congress gives money to states and cities, it doesn't come in one check, it comes monthly. So General Sessions and Secretary Kelly said, because you're not cooperating, we're going to hold back funds, and that will force you to cooperate. And the court said that is adding a new condition to the receipt of the funds. You must cooperate with ICE. If you wanted the cities to cooperate with ICE, that condition had to be on when the funds started. When did the funds start? Under the Obama administration. Right. Was that condition there? No, but these are yearly funds.
And this only applies to 3 different grants from the DOJ. It's not all federal funds, and it sounds like San Francisco wasn't going to lose any money at all.
Well, I don't think San Francisco was going to lose any money, but the court interpreted the language used by Attorney General Sessions as threatening San Francisco, and that gave them the basis for the lawsuit. But the president's defeat, if you will, and I go like this, in quotation marks, is a temporary one. Because in October, the new fiscal year kicks in.
All right.
And the new grants will come out. And the new grants will be written by the present Congress and signed by President Trump. And they will have in them the requirement. You want the money, you cooperate with ICE. You don't cooperate with ICE, you don't get the money.
Those who support the president feel like the criminals that are living in these sanctuary cities have more rights than the families, the taxpayers. In fact, the White House said this is from Sean Spicer. This decision occurred in the same sanctuary city that released the 5-time deported illegal immigrant who gunned down innocent Kate Steinle in her father's arms. San Francisco and cities like it are putting the well-being of criminal aliens before the safety of our citizens. And those city officials who authored these policies have the blood of dead Americans on their hands.
Very, very strong language, and I can understand why he feels that way and why a lot of people feel that way. But this is not all gloom and doom. Can the federal government still enforce federal law? Of course. Can they send as many ICE agents as they want to San Francisco, to Santa Clara, to Bergen County, New Jersey, to wherever they want?
They're not going to adhere to it. They're not going to adhere to it. They're not going to be turning it over to ICE. They're not going to. If they pick up ex-illegal immigrant that has a criminal record, nothing will compel them to tell ICE they got him.
Until October 1st. When the new fiscal year, federal government fiscal year, kicks in, the new funds start, and the new funds have that string attached. You want the money, you'll cooperate with ICE.
Does it bother you that this guy's record is all about President Obama? He had bundled money of $200,000. He gave personally $30,000, and clearly this goes against a Obama spirit.
It does not bother me, because I think I read his opinion. It is well written, it's well within the mainstream, and I think he did the right thing. Look, if President Trump could change the law retroactively, then President blank, fill in the blank, who follows President Trump, could change the law retroactively. We don't have procedures for that in America. We change the law going forward.
When you look at the politics of the judge, and, you know, the president referred to...
There's no question about that. He's an Obama appointee, as you'd expect.
Absolutely. Let's not talk about his politics. Let's talk about the politics for the president. When the average person watching this morning sees this news, this revs up the president's base. Look, we told you that the court system was out to get Trump.
The president knows, and you heard it from Sean Spicer, you just read the quote, how to relay this to the base. I did my thing. I did what I promised to do. It's these judges that are stopping me. I happen to think the judge did the right thing, but the victory for the sanctuary cities and the setback for the Trump administration is short-lived.
All right. Let's talk about tax reform. So the president's going to be signing an executive order framing out tax reform without going to Congress right now to try to immediately get a corporate tax cut. Is it going to fly?
Oh, I think the 15% corporate tax rate is very, very popular, and there'll be no problem with it flying. Here's where the problem will come. The president, I believe, is going to announce a goal of three-tiered individual taxes. I don't know what they are, but the top one's going down from 39.5 to 31,
so if you
which
pay
is
taxes,
terrific.
it's going to benefit you.
Correct. The problem is that there are members of Congress on both sides of the aisle who believe that when you reduce taxes, you reduce revenue, you have to reduce spending, otherwise you're just going to be borrowing more. President Trump said, I don't care about borrowing more. I think if I reduce taxes, more people will get jobs. Businesses will have more money to spend.
Sure.
More people will work. More people will pay taxes. By reducing the rate, we'll end up collecting more in revenue. He's going to have to persuade some reluctant people that that theory makes sense.
Including Republicans.
Including Republicans, and I think he can do it. I think he's very passionate about this.
Well, I tell you what, he feels obligated to try. He promised that he would do something for the economy, and he just tweeted 14 minutes ago this one. The U.S. recorded its slowest economic growth in 5 years for 2016. Gross domestic product up only 1.6%. Trade deficits hurt the economy very
He did one thing on taxes which is truly revolutionary, never happened in American history. He ordered the IRS not to collect the tax, which is the penalty for the failure to have health insurance under Obamacare, because Obamacare soon will no longer have that requirement. No president in the history of the country has had the guts to say to the IRS, thou shalt not collect that tax, and he did.
Is this his wheelhouse? I mean, he is a businessman. He's a billionaire. He knows more than most of us about
He
this.
certainly knows more about numbers and how they interact than most of us, and than most of us opposition does.
Judge, would you later talk about all our wheelhouses and where our wheelhouses are? Because I'm still looking for my wheelhouse.
I need my Yankee cap to do that.
You do that? You do that?
We could ask Nancy Pelosi for the definition of a wheelhouse. Scapegoat.
All right, Judge, thank you very much. Always a pleasure.
All the best, guys.
Thanks, Judge.